While the Nintendo 64 wasn't the best-selling console from Nintendo, it's not the worst selling either. It actually has sold close to how many the Xbox Series consoles has sold, if that tells you anything. I mean, it's kinda up there, sold better than the Wii U, better than the GameCube. Yeah, but that's beside the point. There's a lot of Nintendo 64 fans out there, myself included. I love me the Nintendo 64. I was there from day one, excited as all heck. But it was a crazy time because, you had the PS1, the Sega Saturn, which I had a Sega Saturn, didn't get the PS1 till later on. But I know if you were younger back then, you weren't like a little kid, you're a teenager and whatnot. You may have had that mentality like, the Nintendo stuff's for the children's. So, a lot of people were kind of pushing away from Nintendo at that time, especially you were growing up, right? I've seen a lot of discussions like that, people reminiscing that they moved on to PlayStation. And I moved on to PlayStation at, later on because it's like a lack of games for the Nintendo 64. But what we got, especially from first party and then, certain other companies, there was some cool stuff, man. There's some cool stuff. So when we've heard of these FPGA consoles coming out, the clone consoles that are actually, look like they're going to be quality, people are excited. People are excited because there hasn't been any other options other than getting an old system. If you have cartridges, you can always emulate. It's cheap, right? Free. If you want to use your old cartridges, use your old controllers. If that means something to you, it means something to me. Uh, you know, yeah. If you want to use your system on a modern display, you can pay for like a expensive mod to get HDMI, use certain scalers, crazy expensive, upscalers or cheaper ones. There's tons of options, but it was nice to see something like this whole new console to have HDMI and whatnot, and it's an FPGA based system from a company like Analog. But these fools, man, they play at people's emotions, right? They really do. So this was their update from August 20th. I think they use AI to write some of this crap. The Analog's been moving at a maximum pace, processing shipping to everyone who has been patiently waiting. That doesn't make any sense. They haven't been shipping anything other than stuff that was in stock. But the 3D, the Analog 3D, they weren't shipping anything. But they just had excuses like, hey, there's some issues going on. There's a negligible degree under exotic circumstances. They had to, jump to the dictionary for that one. So we're setting the shipping date to Q4, potentially set conservatively. Nonetheless, we know this sucks. Another delay, another announced late after months because they always like they announce delay after delay, right? The 3D was supposed to ship, like we were supposed to hear at the end of August, like it was supposed to ship then when they announced this delay. We were supposed to get shipping notifications for those of us who pre-ordered. So it's kind of ridiculous, right? And then they always like when hey, if you want to cancel, just let us know. Let us know. So, we do have competition from ModRetro, the M64, right? These guys over here with their chromatic. I love the chromatic. I don't care what anybody says, you like about the company, whatever. I don't care. I really don't care. You can eat one, but yeah, they have the M64 coming out. Early bird pricing ends Halloween. This is an update. If you see that behind my big ass head, lock in early bird pricing by enter. So this is an update for you guys. If you didn't know, put in your damn email, sign you up because it's going to be $199. So that's ending. And like, it looks like they're ready, dude. We don't know when the hell Analog's going to ship those damn 3Ds. I pre-ordered one. I haven't given these guys any money for this. I've bought the chromatic and I bought every single game they put out. And the thing is, like, when you buy something from ModRetro, say it's not in stock or it's back ordered or something, it'll tell you when you're checking out, like, when to expect it to ship. Like, what was it? Rayman? I bought Rayman, like, I think later in the day when they announced it. So I missed the initial allotment, maybe, and it said when it was going to ship, and I got it, like, they shipped it that day. Same thing with like the Atari 90s Rewind. Like it told me when it's going to ship. And when I first ordered this one, the white cloud chromatic, it said when it was going to ship. And that's when it shipped. So at least they're on top of things. You know what I mean? They tell you. They let you know. They let you know. But what I find interesting is Analog hasn't showed us anything. They haven't showed us anything with their 3D. Mod Retro though, man, I'm getting over this sickness, man. I think I got like I don't know. Somebody gave me something here. But October 15th, just a couple days ago, and I retweeted this, but if you follow me on X at Madlittlepixel, but they tweeted 1 year ago, we debuted the first playable chromatic at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. This year, we're returning with the first playable M64. Come plug in the memories with us at booth 601. I wish I could be there. I've had several companies hit me up like even the people with game the little light guns. Like a lot of companies like hit me up, even some like, hey, we'll help you get out here, but I just can't. I can't. Wish I could. That'd be awesome to be able to get some firsthand experience with this thing. But yeah, they're like, hey, we're gonna have this out here for you to play. The M64, bitches. Where's Analog? People are nonstop asking Analog, can you show us this damn thing? And they're not showing anything. So October 17th to the 19th, today is the 17th. So guess what? Oh, what the hell is that? Pickles baseball. This guy is over here playing a chromatic. Look at this. They got people already playing with this 240p resolution cell phone footage of people playing the M64. It exists. It actually exists. They're letting people get firsthand experience touching this thing, looking at it, playing it. I don't know when they're putting this thing up for sale, dude. What are the comments down here? Look at this. RGT85 having to get in the mix. Analog would never. Mod Retro for the people are switching teams, dude. Damn, still square screen, widescreen by now. This tells me people have no clue what the hell they're talking about. No clue what they're talking about. What the hell? Square screen. It's the original aspect ratio. I'm sure the system probably has where you can stretch that bitch out, or your TV, you could stretch that bitch out. But why the hell would you want to play it not in the original aspect ratio? Dare I look at what the comments are on this? Depends on the game. Only a few games offer widescreen. Yeah, like Perfect Dark. It's running Nintendo 64. But yeah, forcing 16:9, whatever you do in the privacy of your own home, this is a judgment-free zone. If you want to be a lunatic, go ahead. Go ahead. First time we're potentially seeing the physical system. Yeah, I haven't seen it. So here's the thing. Like they announced on the 15th that they were going to do this, and then just a couple hours ago they're showing this that they're playing the games. They're letting people test the M64 out. You're getting to play it, look at everything, right? So that was the 15th. Analog, they had to the next day. They had to, which let me find my tweet. Hold on. When I saw that, I was like, it's like they just teabagged Analog when they tweeted that they were going to be letting people play it, right? We're returning with the first playable M64. It's just like they teabagged Analog. Because they did. They just teabagged them right in the face, dude. But then the next day, Analog, they had to they know they got this direct competition. They had to put out a statement, essentially. They're like, the pressure is on. We got to remind people that we still exist, even though we don't want to show anything but renders. They can't even show little animations, or captures. Like every day they show Game Boy and shit. They're not even selling anything on their website. So this is kind of miffing people, I think, but they're like, here's our October update. Analog 3D remains on target to ship in Q4. Okay. Is the end of the year, is it going to be like December 31st? And they're going to be like, sorry, guys, due to esoteric circumstances, Jesus came and told us that we can no longer sell this year and ship it. We're going to have to wait. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah. No change in price or added costs for all open pre-orders. If you need to change your shipping address, we will be sending out an email to all pre-orders 1 week before shipping. If you'd like to cancel, yeah. Constantly reminding people, if you want to cancel, And I'm not saying I've seen a ton of people, but I've seen a few people in my comments and on posts saying that they canceled. So there's definitely people out there who have canceled. I appreciate your patience as always. Can't wait to get your 3D in your hands. Start showing us some stuff, dude, because all you're showing is like dumb little things like this. Game Boy, nonstop, every day. Game Boy. Game Boy Color. Where's the Nintendo 64? Get people hyped up for what they paid for. Interest-free loans, assholes. It's boo-boo-ness. Exactly, like RGT. How about some video footage thing running instead of empty promises and deadlines failed to meet in the past? Yeah. Starting to look like a scam. I don't like Analog doesn't scam people. I would never call them scammers. I just like wish they communicated better and stop waiting till the last minute to tell people shit and just like give people what they want. They said it's 99% there. 99%. That's what they said the last update. It's 99% back in August. 99%. It's just the 1%. And they needed the 1% August, September, October. They needed the 1% and it's still not there. That's taken them months, 4 years in development to get to the 99%. How much longer for that 1%? I don't know, but like they could be showing us what they have so far, but that's not the kind of company they are. We just have to get used to it, I guess. But they are not a scam. I've never like accused them of being a scam. I just don't like the way they do business. Yes, you can always ask for a refund, I guess. I don't know. Kind of crazy, but bring back the Super NT and a low cost NES. That's the thing I want them to do is a low cost NES, but I don't think they're going to do it. Maybe they will. I don't know. Not gonna lie, putting this in just feels like an insult. There's no change in price or added cost for all open pre-orders. You ever try to adjust it a penny after all this nonsense? You'd lose every pre-order. Yeah, yeah. ModRetro M64 will launch sooner. Is that the only announcement? Show us the console. That's what people want. Pressure from ModRetro is obviously working. So glad I've never given y'all any money. Can't wait to play my M64 before your plans play the fans play the analog 3D. I don't like, I have a feeling that the Mod Retro may wind up doing that. They may wind up getting this thing out there before the end of the year. Existing customers, that's the other thing too. Like they're prioritizing if you bought something from them before, you'll get priority when ordering. I don't know. I'm looking forward to the M64. I'm looking forward to the analog 3D as well, but it's just like, come on, man. People are getting antsy with this shit. They need to like start tickling people's taints a little bit and just toss some stuff out there. Even though like this crap, like these little these little video clips that they put out, like they're actual video clips now. They used to just be like little like loops, little couple second loops. Now they're actual video clips, but they could just fake some Nintendo 64 stuff and people would be happy. Like, I mean, you could just record like I mean, I'm just saying, like, don't do that, but like they could just put something up there. Like if they have this core, they could just record some Nintendo 64 shit, just throw it up there, dude. Like, you don't want to show the console, whatever, dude. You could freaking just throw some Nintendo 64 gameplay up there, but they don't do that. They're showing all this shit. The pocket sold, like they had the white pockets up for a bit. I think they sold out a few weeks ago. So they don't have anything on sale on their website. Maybe the Duo. Yeah, the pockets are out of stock. Only some of the accessories are in stock. You can buy the Duo. That's the only thing that's in stock right now. Nobody wants that damn thing. But yeah, let me know what you think. I've been ranting and rambling for a little too long here, but thanks for watching. Bye.